Hey guys, welcome back to Taste of Asia at Home. One of my subscribers, Torque Factory, said we miss you, and I haven't posted that many new videos on the channel since moving back to Florida. So today I'm going to do a video on a simple dish, but it's a good dish. It uses two dipping sauces. One is just a plain oyster sauce, and one is the sauce that we're going to make up using salt, green onion, fresh ginger, and fresh garlic. So it definitely has like a salty taste, and it might not appeal to everyone, but it's when you dip the chicken in this sauce, I think it's delicious. And it's called, in Cantonese, it's called bat jom gai, and that translates roughly to whitewater chicken, where you submerge the whole chicken in water, and the key is to not overcook the chicken, so it's nice and moist and tender. So I'm going to pause the camera and then we'll get started. And it's nice seeing you guys again. Okay, here we go, guys. You see on the chopping board I have laid out, I got some salt and have one large clove of garlic and a chunk of ginger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel a little bit, maybe a ½ inch or 3/4 inch slice of that ginger off and chop it up real fine with the garlic. And I'm gonna use maybe 2 tablespoons of the green onion that I've already got chopped up, but I'm gonna chop it a lot finer. And then I'm gonna mix that with the 2 tablespoons of salt and pour sizzling hot oil on top of the mixture. So, and another thing, if you'll notice the wok here, I was reviewing my videos to see how many I had posted and which recipes I already have on the channel. And the first video I posted was in 2009. So this wok that you're looking at right now is 5 years old, almost. And I expect to get at least another 5 years out of it. And it's been seasoned just exactly the way as I demonstrated on the channel. And it's been washed every time in hot soapy water, rinsed in hot water, and then dried, and a thin coat of oil. As you can see, it's shiny. That's just me taking some vegetable oil on a paper towel and coating the oil before I put it away, and that's so it doesn't rust. So, okay, I'm gonna pause the camera and then we'll get started. Okay, let's get to work. I'm gonna touch up my knife a little bit, and I'll take this garlic. Peel it, slice the end off of this ginger. You see I got about a ½ inch slice, and then this stuff I'm going to peel off with a knife. Then I will use the side of the knife, as I always do, to crush it, right? Hold it here and smash it. Same thing with the garlic. You can put them on top of each other and just run your knife through it. Then take my fingers and push it off of the one side of the knife. Scoop it up, and slide it into the Pyrex bowl. Now I have some scallions that I got already sliced up, but I'm going to mince them for the sauce. Sometimes if you chop, that it makes a little bit more of a mess. You know, stuff kind of flies off, so I kind of like use the American style of slicing it until I get it fine, and then I chop it. Creates less cleanup. Okay, then this goes in your dish. Now our salt. 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. Now what you're going to do is you're going to mix this all up. And this is the same sauce that they exact same dipping ingredients they use in Chinese restaurants for this particular dish. Okay, so next step is the hot oil. Okay, now you can see that this the smoke coming off of the wok. Some people, I don't know if they joked or not, but they said, oh, the oil caught on fire. Well, you don't want the oil to get that hot, but you do want it to be smoking. And what you do, I'll show you. I'll move the camera over to where we're going to do this. Then I'm going to zoom it in. Okay, I took the wok off of the fire, and you can see you want it to sizzle. This is the same method you use when you're searing the skin on a whole fish. What this is doing, this is actually cooking those green onions a little bit. And then you can pour the rest on. So you can see how it looks now. And then what you'll do is you'll stir that up. I'm going to cool this down. I'm going to put it into the little dish that you see on the cutting board. I already have one with oyster sauce in it. So when you display the chicken, you'll have the chicken all chopped up nicely and rearranged like a chicken, and then you'll have the two sauces on the platter with the chicken, which will be the finale for this video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, we're now back. And you can see the water is coming to a boil, and you can see that I've tucked the wings behind the chicken, and we're just going to submerge it in this water, and you don't want it to be a rolling boil, just a very low simmer. And this is a 5-pound chicken, so I'm figuring between 30 and 45 minutes. The best way to check the doneness is to cut the skin right here and check the joint at where the thigh connects to the body cavity. And Chinese people, they like to see just a little bit of pink there, which means it's not overcooked. But if you're skittish and you want it all the way done, then you just cook a little bit longer. So here we go. We're going to send this baby for a swim. See, isn't it amazing what you can do with your wok? You just fill that water to about 2 inches below the rim, and when you add the chicken, the water will not come over the top. So we're going to let that baby simmer, and after it's done, and I check the doneness by cutting that skin where I told you, I'm going to submerge it in some ice water, and then that will stop the cooking process. This chicken does not have to be served hot. It can be warm or even a cold dish, but we're not going to make it cold. We're just going to it'll be warm. And I might serve this boneless. We'll take the bones out. So stay tuned. Okay, everybody, I'm going to zoom in and show you what we got going on. This chicken is cooked for 45 minutes, and every 10 minutes I've been turning it over so it cooks evenly. And you can see here, I sliced in between the breast and the leg and checked the doneness because I wanted to be sure. And it was almost exactly right. So you carefully turn it over and you grab it with the 2 forks like this, and then you let it drain. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over to the sink and put it in a big mixing bowl that I have ice water in. I'm going to cool this chicken down for an additional 15 minutes, and then I'm going to cut it up. And there you can see what I'm talking about. It's in an ice bath for 15 minutes. That'll cool it down, stop the cooking process, and then I'll be back and show you how to cut this up and we're going to make it boneless this time, and I'll show you how to display it. Okay, let's see how fast I can get this chicken deboned and on the plate. We're running it right at 13 minutes so far. I'm going to try and get it under 15. So you guys have seen me do this before with raw chickens and on other dishes. But let's see how fast I can get this done. Without injuring myself. And while I'm cutting this chicken up, I'm going to tell you that I drained a couple of inches off of that water that was in the wok, and I'm going to make some egg drop soup with that, which is not an authentic Chinese dish. It's like a Chinese-American dish. But, okay. And I steamed up some broccoli to go with this dish. And there you go, guys. What do you think? A fantastic display and a dish, and healthy also. If you don't eat the skin, but I do. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I will turn that chicken broth, into another dish and stick that up on the channel also. Hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Bat Jum Gai.